Confidence is hugely important when speaking English, but a lot of people are thinking about confidence in a wrong way. Let me explain why, and also I will give you 5 simple ways that you can start boosting your confidence when speaking English right here, right now. Hello again, this is Chonchol from EMS, the YouTube channel where you can find a lot of tips and tricks on how to improve your everyday English. And yeah, just before I forget, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that by clicking the subscribe button and then the bell icon for further notifications, because I am here to help you speak better English, give better answers, and get a higher score on IELTS speaking. Even if you are not doing IELTS, still my videos will help you to learn English better, which will play a crucial part in your career progression. Trust me when I tell you. Now, in English, there is quite a popular phrase that goes, fake it till you make it. Fake, right? Which means false or to pretend. To fake it is to pretend something is true, although it is not, and then eventually it will become true. Fake it till you make it. Pretend that you are confident until you feel confident. It's a bit of psychological trick, and sometimes in some situations it can work. And listen, if it worked for you, brilliant. Stop the video and get the F out of here. Go and have a lie down. However, I began thinking twice about this when a few years ago I said to a student of mine, hey listen, just pretend to be confident and you will speak better English. But the student looked at me in the eyes and said, listen dear teacher, when I can speak better English, I will be more confident. And I thought, oh wow, am I putting the cart before the horse? Which one actually comes first? Like they say in Bangla, dimage na murgiage. Are you confident, then you speak better? Or do you speak better and then you feel confident? And I began doubting. The reality is, it's probably a cycle, right? That you do both and they go round and round. But the point is, you don't want a downward cycle where you lose confidence. You want an upward cycle where you're gaining confidence. So today, let me give you now 5 tips that can help you boost your confidence. So let's go get into tip number 1. Small challenges. Set yourself small challenges. Challenges are great because they help you grow. But if they are too big, you will probably fail and you will lose confidence. But that's not what we are here to achieve, right? Small challenge plus small success equals to more confidence. Simple as that. And you repeat the cycle, right? So set yourself challenges. Set yourself up to win, as we say it in English, right? Give yourself a realistic goal and a challenge that you can achieve. So it could be maybe I'm going to learn 2 idioms today. Small challenge. Or I'm gonna study for 10 minutes today. Again, small challenge. Or even it could be I'm gonna improve my level over the next 6 months. Another small challenge, right? Don't be thinking big challenges like I'm gonna study for 3 hours today. You are more likely to fail. Or I'm gonna go from a band 5 to a band 7 in 2 months. You are more likely to fail. Set yourself up to win. And here are a couple of super mini tips, right? The first one is, when it comes to reading, read stuff that is just below your level, because then you will read more quickly and you will look up less words and you will feel confident about your reading. Super mini tip number 2. When you are listening, take very small extracts, very small passages, maybe 30 seconds, and just listen and repeat. That is such a small challenge, right? And then you can slowly up the challenge, increase the challenge by listening and changing one word. So maybe you hear the phrase, for example, I live in London and I have lived here for 5 years. And you repeat, I live in London and I have lived here for 5 years. But then you change something. I live in London, I have lived here for 3 months. Simple as that. So you are setting these small challenges, maybe upping the level as you build your confidence. So great. Tip number 2 coming up. Tip number 2, push your comfort zone. Sounds familiar? Of course it does, because I talked about the same tip in my another video, but this one is particularly related to the challenge, right? It's pushing the area where you feel comfortable to an area where you feel less comfortable. This is great to help you grow and build confidence, but it's really important you do it slowly and gradually. There is a very good idea. It comes from a guy called Pat Flynn, who is a wonderful entrepreneur and online businessman. He basically calls it the 3-second rule, and it goes like this. From the moment that you decide to do something, within 3 seconds you must take action. So if you decide, okay, I'm gonna find a speaking partner, or I'm gonna go and speak to this college in English, or I'm gonna sign up for this English class today. From the moment you think of doing it, within 3 seconds you must act, because in those 3 seconds you don't have time to think. You just go and you act. But suppose if you let a thought come in, what happens? You get confused. You are like, but what if? But maybe no. But I'm not sure about. You must not let the thought come in. And the 3-second rule is really powerful. It can work really, really well. It stops you thinking. It helps you to act, and it builds your confidence. Moving on. Okay, tip number 3. Prepare well and practice a lot. Now, in my personal experience, preparing well really helps with my confidence, right? If I'm preparing for a meeting, for an exam, or speaking in public, the more I prepare, the more confident I feel, because I cannot control a lot of things that's gonna happen to me, but at least I can control what I'm going to say or I'm going to do. And so that preparation can be really helpful, right? Practice as well is important. This is because I think confidence is not your personality. It's not a trait or a characteristic. It's not something fixed. It's more like a skill. It's something you can develop, and you must develop and build over time. A bit like playing the guitar. The more you practice, the better you get, right? So when people say, just be confident, for me, that's like saying, well, just play the guitar. What the F? I can't. I need to practice. I need to learn, right? For me, it's the same with confidence. It's a skill you develop. So practice is really important. Just going back to preparation, when you are preparing maybe for the IELTS exam, I think it's very useful to get a teacher or at least a speaking partner, because they can give you feedback which helps tell you where you are and what you need to focus on, what you need to prepare, and that will help you prepare. Also, they give you validation. Now, validation is like when a teacher says, that's really good. Yes, that's correct. That's excellent. Keep going. So they are validating what you are saying is good, is correct. That could really help build your confidence as well, whether it's a teacher or a speaking partner. So go for it. And of course, when it comes to preparing for an exam like IELTS speaking, you need to make sure you prepare the format, you understand the kind of questions, and make sure you are familiar with the way that the exam works and what you need to do. That preparation is important. When it comes to practice, I've got a super mini tip for practicing, and this is about vocabulary. When you learn a new item of vocabulary or a word, at the beginning, always use it exactly the way that you learned it or how you saw it. So if you learn, for example, not my cup of tea, right? Which means I don't like it. If you learn or you hear the phrase, oh, swimming is not my cup of tea, when you are practicing, always use it the same. Just use that. As soon as you start to change things, your confidence will go down. You know, if you start saying, movies are not my cup of tea, then you'll be thinking, can I use cup of tea with movies? You're not sure. What if I say, you are not my cup of tea? Again, you'll be thinking, can I say that if I don't like people? Now, whether it is true or not, the point is your confidence comes down. Whereas if you just use exactly the same phrase, well, swimming is not my cup of tea, you are confident that it's right. Over the time, of course, you learn the nuances of the word and you learn how to use it in different ways. That's fine. But to begin with, build your confidence by using it the way you learned it, right? Okie dokie. Tip number 4, identity. This is an interesting one, right? And I think some people make the mistake of thinking English is like other subjects like mathematics, geography, history, something you study in books out there. But I completely disagree. I think English is a part of you. Once you learn another language, it becomes a part of your identity. Your voice is unique. The sentences you make are unique. Other people are not saying the same sentences as you, right? You need to be proud of that uniqueness. It is so important. And I think, accept your identity. Accept where you are. If you are a beginner, accept that you are a beginner. Some people have this strange idea that being a beginner is a bad thing. Oh, I'm a band 4, it's terrible. My English is so poor, it's so bad. What? No? I'm sorry, I'm a beginner and that's it. And I'm proud, right? So listen, here are 2 phrases you can start using to help you with this for confidence. The first one is for now. And the second one is not yet. I'm a band 4 for now, right? It means I'm a beginner. I'm a band 4 now, but things are going to change pretty soon. Or I am not a band 7 yet, right? I am a band 4, but I am going to be a band 7 pretty quick. I just accept where I am. It's absolutely fine. I mean, enjoy being a beginner. A beginner is great. Just think about all the exciting language and experiences you're going to have in the future as a beginner, and then growing into an intermediate and then to an advanced speaker. It's so exciting. It's great to be a beginner. Accept that. I do really think it's all about having a growth mindset. We are not fixed. We grow. We get bigger. And if in your mind you allow yourself to grow, you will grow. I mean, trust me, I'm 44, but I'm still growing and learning new things every day, right? Growth mindset, I think it's most important. So my last word on identity then is thinking of identity and being proud of it. Think of yourself not as an English student, but as an English speaker, whatever your level, right? Great, so let's move on. So the final one, tip number 5, do not compare. But just before I go into details, let me tell you a small incident. Just the other day, my wife showed me a picture of a woman on Facebook, and she asked me, "Am I as fat as this woman?" Oh God! How can I say the truth? I said, "Nope, of course not." But I said, more importantly, why are you asking the question? In this day and age with social media, there is a tendency for us to compare ourselves with the others. But don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to other students, and especially do not compare yourself to a native speaker of English. It does not help you. It's not necessary. On the contrary, that is the problem. That is where people lose their confidence. It's like, "Oh, I'll never be as good as that. Why can't I be like that person? Or Sabir in my class, so much better than me." Comparisons don't help. Instead, focus on what is unique, right? Focus on your value and your uniqueness. Don't get hung up on thinking what other people think. Some students say to me, "What would native speakers think of my English? They'll surely think I'm really bad, right?" Of course not. What about the examiner? I'm sure he will think I'm stupid. Well, no, don't second guess because you are probably wrong. But more importantly, don't try and guess what people think. Focus on what is unique, right? Your voice is unique. As I said before, your personality is unique. Your manner is unique. The sentences you make in your story, nobody has ever put those words together in that way in the history of time. It's totally unique. So, be proud of that uniqueness, and that can build up your confidence slowly. It's all a question of focus. Don't focus on comparisons. Focus on your value and your uniqueness. I think also bear in mind the bigger picture. Focus. IELTS is actually not the end of your journey. It is only the beginning, because it is after IELTS that you go out and look at your bigger purpose in life, whether it's studying, working, immigrating, what you're going to achieve after IELTS. That's the big picture. Focus on that, and it helps you put things in perspective, and it can help build your confidence with IELTS and with speaking English. It's all about focus. Focus on yourself. So great. Remember, confidence comes with practice, and it takes time to build confidence. But if you invest that time in your learning and building confidence, you will see the results. Stay with me, and I will help you build your confidence and move from just being an English student to being a confident English speaker. So if you liked the tips up here, please leave a comment below. Let me know which tip you liked. And also do remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. This is your friend Chanchal signing out. I hope to see you soon with another video. Till then, take good care of yourself and family. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.